Lunch with Koel. I'm on the rooftop of the world, the highest plateau on earth, Tibet. My couch and I are halfway to Mansarovar, Mount Kailash. How did we get here, and will we make it? Well, that's what we have for you this week. From Delhi, my first stop was Kathmandu, a city that is full of culture and history. It has Pashupati Temple, the ancient city of Bhaktapur, and much to see. But that was not my mission. I wasn't interested in being a tourist. It's crowded, it's smelly, it's dirty, but there's so much faith that no one seems to mind. As far as I am concerned, I can't wait to escape to the spiritual abode of Mansarovar. Day one, and it's raining cats and dogs in Kathmandu. But of course, it is the monsoon season, so I should probably expect worse in Mansarovar, Mount Kailash. I hope there is sun, but either way, I need to get equipped. The good news is in Kathmandu, there are enough shops that specialize in mountaineering gear. Do you know how cold it will be out there? So I have my own helper now.
On the top, these types.
Okay.
Thermal.
These are breathable fabrics?
Yeah, breathable.
Okay.
These types are fleece.
Okay.
This little tight doesn't matter. If very loose, it doesn't feel very warm. Mount Kailash, you need to keep warm on your ear, on your neck, like this here.
Okay.
You have to wear like this balaclava.
Oh.
Also like a hat you can wear.
Next stop, Everest. Of course, my Everest costume would be red fur. This is the beginning. Here goes all the way to Mansarovar. Day two, it's very early in the morning. I just don't understand why treks have to start so early in the morning. But we are about to make our first stop over the friendship border and straight into Tibet.
Itinerary is 13 days. Whether it need it or not, for acclimatization, is very important for all the Indian people. Actually, we can rush to till to Mansarovar within one day, from Saga to Mansarovar.
To get to Kailash, there's a lot of driving involved. Like it or not, you're going to be spending many hours on the road. Luckily, there's all sorts of people and sights you'll encounter on the way. And if you're open to it, they'll keep you highly entertained. Namaste, Didi. I can't even get up. I think we're stopping for lunch now. That's the plan. Stop for lunch. I'm in Kothari in Nepal, and that over there is Zangmu in China or Tibet, depending on your inclination. To get there, we have to cross over a friendship bridge, although I have no idea how friendly it'll actually be. From now on, no mention of him who cannot be named. Are you Nepali or Chinese?
Nepali.
This is the friendship bridge out here. Is it really friendly?
Yeah, it's really friendly.
Really?
Really.
To everyone?
Yeah, to everyone.
So the Chinese are very friendly?
Yeah.
You like them?
Yeah.
You like Chinese girls?
Yeah. No.
Ah! Next stop, China. Are you prepared?
I hope so. I hope so. I hope so.
Ah, see, here are all the musicians. This is the
I'm
Isha.
her porter. I'm her porter.
You're her porter and not mine. Why?
Well, if you pay me 100 rupees, Indian rupees.
I'll pay you 200 rupees. How about that?
I'll
Will you
carry
carry
all
me
this.
also?
Yes, I'll carry you. Oh my God. For that, I'll give you 200 rupees.
I believe you had a fracture recently.
That's right.
So are you fit enough to take on this journey?
See, when it comes to Kailash trip, it's not about the physical strength. It's about how much you long for and how strong you are mentally.
What are your feelings at this moment?
I'm just nervous about like all the details. I'm never good at any details.
Out of fear of the omnipresent communist god, as we approach the Nepal-China border, we switch off and put away all recording devices. The Chinese immigration is thorough. They go through every item looking for any objectionable material about Tibet or Dalai Lama. These photos of the border have been taken at great personal risk.
So we're in China. Does it feel different?
Not too much, but yeah. I mean, the food is having, I guess, a little Chinese flavor. It's pretty bland, but it's quite yummy still.
You were told not to utter the ch word.
The ch word. I thought it was the T word and the D word. What was your experience in the Friendship Bridge like?
The same thing. I cannot say anything.
We like this.
It was friendship, but
can't be mentioned.
right.
I found them to be very friendly.
It was not so bad. It's, I think, as bad as immigration in many countries. It's not that. And some of the people who were actually, the guys who were there were nice. Like, you know, they were smiling and they were... So I don't think you can brand everybody as...
Day 3 in Zhangmu, the westernmost part of China, and it's 7 o'clock in the morning, although you'd never believe it because it's so dark, and that's not because it's winter or anything, but because even this place follows a central Beijing time. So actually it should be about 4:30 here. But when in China, do as the Chinese.
As a guide, I actually, used to go everywhere in Tibet, Everest and everything. I was, told to come to Kailash area by foreign affairs manager because I can speak Hindi. And most of the Indian people who comes over here, don't know that much, don't speak, English. That's why they need, to speak in Hindi. Now it's become very, easy to, travel in Tibet. Yeah, very easy. In earlier, all Indian people cannot, travel in Tibet, right? Right now, they become very easy, If they are fit to, come in Tibet, they can come. If they are, economically, they can do that, okay, they can come.
Thursday we'll go on, or we have to stop?
Stop.
Behind or?
What is this place we're at now?
Thongla,
And how high is it?
5,010 meter.
And how cold is it? I mean, I can only tell you how I'm feeling, but how cold is it?
It's about 5 to 12. Yeah.
5? It seems
Yeah.
more like minus something.
No. It wasn't because due to windy, we can feel so many cold.
Is this supposed to be a spiritual trek? Are you feeling at all the presence of some other?
Certainly, it's a different. I tell you, I had been to Switzerland twice, to the Alps. I had been to Kedar, and my observation is, the earlier I used to go as if I am going for a sightseeing. So we used to go seeing the beauty of the mountains and beauty of the other things. Today I am going with the body and the mind, and there is a synchronization, I feel. The way I am receiving the things is different.
There are all these Tibetan flags.
Yes.
So is Buddhism still practiced quite a lot?
Yeah. It's Buddhism practice, These prayer flags, for good lucks. Yeah.
Are you Buddhist?
Yeah, I'm Buddhist.
And are you free to practice Buddhism?
Yeah.
Even with all the infiltration of the Chinese?
Yeah, actually, we are right now, we can do everything. We are free to do everything.
Tenzing may say that, but to our surprise, we came across hardly any monks or monasteries on our journey, unlike when you travel in Ladakh or Dharamshala. This was the only old Gompa we found in a little village outside Paryang.
Okay, I have no idea where I am. There is a signboard out there, but it's in Chinese or Tibetan. All I know is that it's the strangest landscape I've ever seen. There is dunes like desert, then there are mountains, there's a lake, it's raining, and it's just freezing cold.
Now we can travel. We can travel very safe road.
We can zip out.
Yeah, we zip out. Yeah, and we can cover 240 kilometer. Within 4 and 5 hours. Actually, it takes more than that. In earlier.
And do you like the Chinese development that is taking place?
Mentally, I don't like, because yeah, physically it's very nice. Physically, I like it. 56, different countries in China. Okay, they want to, develop their own country, and I think it is not only for tourists. It is also for, government itself. And earlier, Tibet was fall in a very deep sense of, religious. Right now, after the China, okay, handle Tibet, Tibet traveling very fast. Some foreigner also told that, Tibet is jumping from 7th century to 21st century. In earlier, Tibet was, very backwarded. Okay, very backwarded. Now developing very well. Too deep in religion is not good, because we must have to, run with rest of the world.
Roads in Tibet come up overnight, and very soon there will be luxury buses taking pilgrims all the way from Kathmandu to Mount Kailash in one go. But until then, to ply these roads, you need a prayer on your lips and a big, fat four-wheel drive.
The road is damn bad, damn, worse, that no one can, travel 200 kilometers within a day. It's sandy, and sometimes, we have to, put too many effort to, pull the, jeeps within the sand area, and we are going to take, 2 and 3 hours for 10 kilometers even,
Burst tires, cars stuck in the mud, engines backing up. Just getting to Kailash Mansarovar was getting tougher and tougher. There was nothing we could do but take it in our stride and laugh it off. But when I got stuck in freezing quicksand for more than 30 minutes, there was nothing funny about it. What other horror lay in store for us? Find out after this short break.
This is it. Day 6, Mansarovar.
We were halfway through our 13-day journey from Kathmandu to Kailash Mansarovar. The conditions were getting tougher and tougher. Altitude had taken its toll, our cars had packed up one too many times, I'd been stuck in quicksand, we hadn't bathed or washed for days. Morale was really down. And then, to lift our spirits, just like magic, nature sent us a gift in the form of brilliant lights and vertical rainbows. One look, and it was like a much-needed energy injection.
Sadhguru, Mansarovar is considered one of the most sacred places by almost all religions.
Because this is a place where much of the mystical work has happened, and the Bon religion, the yogic traditions, the Buddhists, the Jains, the Tirthankars, all of them have been there. And It is at the base of Kailash.
We just prostrated down there, and I still remember my forehead was completely smeared with the mud of Mansarovar there, and all of us had just tears rolling down our eyes. It's very difficult to say what we perceived. It was so huge, only that I can say.
This is Mansarovar, and I'm sure the camera can do no justice to what we actually see. And that over there, hidden behind the clouds, is actually Mount Kailash, my next stop. How difficult is it to live in this kind of terrain?
Actually, it is hard now. Become very good, due to tourism and everything, because our life is getting better and better due to tourism. Because so many tourists, that means, Tibet itself is getting better. I'm like, with a pen without ink, because I don't have any aim, when I was child. Our life is very, peaceful. We don't have any competition. If there's competition, and people will, make some aims, and then, they need so many things and everything,
The Tibetan villages here in China are unique. Though they still live in mud houses and there is a primitive feel to their lives, there has been a Chinification that has led to ad hoc modernization. With umpteen Chinese restaurants, email and fax machine, and an obsession with playing pool. In spite of the language barrier, I found the locals to be rather friendly. On the couch. With Koel.
With Koel.
Okay, in camera now.
In camera.
I'm in this canyon-like village of Sher Shong. This is day 7 and it's cleared up. I'm going to be trekking to Mount Kailash, a mountain that is considered sacred by the Buddhists, Hindus, Jains, Bonpos. They believe that, at least for the Hindus, we believe that Shiva is in eternal meditation there and holds the universe together. I will have to make a pit stop at Dirapuk for the night, and then the next morning, Mount Kailash. How comfortable is the pony?
Not as comfortable as walking.
So in the middle of nowhere, I have found my soulmate in pink. Would you believe it? Arjun, where are you from?
I'm from Nepal, from Everest area.
From Everest area?
This is from our Hindu religion.
Yes.
This is really holy mountain.
My God, this is called devotion. They're going to go all Mount Kailash, prostrating themselves like this, doing namaskar the whole way. Wow. And I'm struggling just to walk up. I just want to try how hard it is. It's Kailash getting nearer. It's taken me 4 hours of strenuous walking. The terrain is not really uphill, but it's pebbly and the high altitude is a killer, and I am exhausted. Oh my God, and that's the payoff.
After a hard day's trek, we had a short night's rest in a threadbare monastery.
Day 8, and we're taking a trek to the inner parikrama of Mount Kailash. It's early and it's cold. The best thing about Kailash Mansarovar pilgrimage is that there are no temples, no pundits, no convent to harass you. So the pilgrim can just enjoy nature and his thoughts in silence.
An interesting fact about Mount Kailash is that it's perhaps the only mountain that has never been climbed. And no one could answer why. It can't just be because of religious reasons, as there are many other revered mountains that have been summited. This only adds to the mystery of Kailash.
Many believe that you're walking on Shiva himself as you approach Mount Kailash, which is why they don't like putting their feet to the ground and prostrate themselves all the way to the top.
Now, whether you're religious, spiritual or not, you can't help but see the stark beauty of this mountain.
It's the only one that's black and white, where everything else is brown. Some say that it's made of granite, some say it's meteorite. I say just enjoy the beauty. Now, apart from a little breathlessness, I feel fighting fit. And look at that. It's totally clear, it's backlit, it's soft focus. It just doesn't get prettier than this.
Log on to headlinetoday.in or follow my tweets at Koel's Couch.